Endless scrolling. You pick up your phone to check the time. That's it. Just the time. But your thumb opens TikTok and Instagram instead. You don't even choose to. It just happens. And now you're watching a man pressure wash a driveway. Then a dog that can say, I love you. Then someone ranking fast food fries. Then a conspiracy theory about mattress stores. None of this is connected. None of it matters. But you keep going. 15 minutes turns into an hour. And when you finally put the phone down, you couldn't name a single video you watched. Not one. Your brain didn't store any of it because it never had to. And here's what should concern you. Every swipe is a gamble. Most videos are forgettable. But every few swipes, you hit one that makes you laugh or shocks you. And that unpredictable reward is the exact same pattern used in slot machines. It's called a variable ratio reinforcement schedule. The most addictive reward pattern ever studied. And now it's in your pocket, running 24 hours a day, with an infinite supply of content. Your brain doesn't want the videos. It wants the swipe. Notification addiction. Your phone buzzes. You check it immediately. It's nothing. A spam email. An app update. Doesn't matter. You checked it within 3 seconds. And you'll do it again in 10 minutes. Some people check their phone over 150 times a day. Not because they're expecting important news. Because the buzz has become a trigger their brain physically cannot ignore. Every notification creates a tiny spike of anticipation. Could be a message from someone you care about. Could be a like on something you posted. Usually it's nothing, but occasionally, maybe 1 out of every 20 checks, it is something. And that one hit is enough to keep the loop running forever. And the cruelest part is what it does to everything else. You can't read for 10 minutes without glancing at your phone. You can't have a conversation without feeling it pull at you from your pocket. You can't sit with your own thoughts because your brain expects an interruption every few minutes. And when it doesn't come, you create one yourself. You pick it up. Nothing there. 30 seconds later, pick it up again. That's not a habit. That's a leash. Revenge bedtime procrastination. It's 11 p.m. You have to be up at 7. You're tired. You know you should sleep. And you don't. You scroll. Not because the content is good. Not because you're enjoying it. But because this is the first moment all day that feels like yours. You were working all day. Handling responsibilities. And now, finally, it's quiet. Nobody needs anything. And your brain refuses to give that up, even though the cost is sleep. The revenge is against your own day. You're punishing your schedule by stealing hours from the only thing that would actually make tomorrow better. And the content you consume during these hours is the lowest quality of your entire day. You're half asleep, swiping through whatever the algorithm puts in front of you, absorbing nothing, enjoying nothing. Then the alarm goes off, you're exhausted, and by 11 p.m., you're so drained that you do the exact same thing again. It's a cycle that disguises itself as freedom. You're not choosing to stay up. You're trapped in a loop where the only time you feel in control is the time that's making everything else worse. Comparison scrolling. Nobody opens Instagram and thinks, I'm going to destroy my self-esteem for 20 minutes. But that's what happens. Someone your age just got promoted. Someone looks better. Someone has a better apartment. A better morning routine filmed in golden light with a smoothie that costs more than your lunch. And you know it's curated. You've heard that 100 times. You know the lighting is intentional. The angles are chosen. The lifestyle is performed. But knowing doesn't help because your brain doesn't process images through logic. It processes them through comparison. And the comparison happens automatically before you can talk yourself out of it. The damage isn't dramatic. It's a slow drip. Hundreds of posts over months, each one slightly adjusting your internal baseline for what a normal life looks like, until your actual perfectly fine life feels insufficient. Not because anything is wrong with it, but because you've seen a better looking version of it every day for so long that yours doesn't feel like enough anymore, and the people you're comparing yourself to are doing the exact same thing, looking at someone above them, feeling the same way. It's a ladder that only goes up, and everyone on it is looking at the rung above them. Ragebait. You see a video of someone saying the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, and you can't scroll past it. You watch the whole thing. You go to the comments. Maybe you write one. You're annoyed. And then the algorithm serves you another one. Someone defending something stupid, someone wrong about something so basic, it feels like a personal insult. Here's what's actually happening. The person who posted that video knows it's a bad take. They posted it because bad takes get more comments than good ones, more shares, more stitches, Anger makes people engage, and engagement is currency. Your anger is their revenue. And the algorithm sees that angry content keeps you watching longer, so it feeds you more. Over weeks of this, something shifts that you don't notice. You start expecting the worst from people. You see a headline and assume bad intent. Your default setting moves from neutral to hostile, not because the world got worse, because your feed got angrier, and your brain started treating the feed as a representative sample of reality. It's not, but you can't tell anymore. Background noise, dependency. When was the last time you sat in complete silence and were fine with it? Not meditating, not waiting for something, just silence. If you can't remember, that's the problem. You put on a podcast while cooking, a YouTube video while eating, music while walking, a show while falling asleep. Something is always playing. The content doesn't even matter most of the time. You're not really listening. It's just noise to fill a space your brain no longer knows what to do with. This happens because constant content consumption raises your brain's baseline for stimulation. When your brain is used to receiving input every second, silence feels wrong. Boredom feels unbearable. And instead of sitting with that, which is when your brain actually does its most creative and restorative work, you fill it with noise. Daydreaming, processing emotions, having original thoughts, all of these happen in the gaps. When you eliminate those gaps, you eliminate the space where your brain does its deepest work. You're not filling silence, you're drowning out your own mind. Productivity content. You wake up feeling unproductive, so you watch a video about time blocking. Makes sense. Then one about the 80-20 rule. Then deep work. Then habit stacking. Then dopamine detoxes. Then a video about how to stop wasting time on your phone. You've now spent 3 hours watching videos about productivity. You have not done a single productive thing. But it doesn't feel that way. It feels like preparation. Except preparation without action is just procrastination with better branding. And your brain can't tell the difference because consuming information about a skill activates similar pathways as actually practicing it. You feel like you've made progress. You haven't. You've watched other people describe progress. And the algorithm noticed, so tomorrow it'll show you more. And you'll keep learning about productivity while producing nothing, planning a routine you've never followed, all from the same couch, on the same phone, in the same scroll session that the videos told you to stop doing. You're consuming content about discipline on a platform designed to destroy it. Validation seeking. You post a photo, then you check. 5 minutes later, you check again. How many likes? Who commented? Who viewed it? If the numbers are good, you feel good. If they're low, you feel something hard to name, but easy to recognize. Not sadness exactly. More like rejection. This is what happens when external validation becomes your primary feedback loop. Your sense of worth gets outsourced to a number on a screen. A number controlled by an algorithm you don't understand, seen by people scrolling too fast to think. But your brain just sees the number and assigns it meaning. High means you matter. Low means you don't. And once that loop is established, you start making decisions based on it. You post things because they'll perform well, not because they're real. You curate yourself for an audience that mostly isn't paying attention. And the worst part is how subtle it is. You don't think of yourself as someone who needs validation, but you check. Every time. And when the number is low, you feel it. That feeling is the leash. It's short, it's invisible, and it's attached to a counter that means nothing.